Hey everybody, Sam here, your host. It is time for another edition of Solving Your Stress mini-series. I hope you're having a wonderful day. And outside here, I think I'm actually melting. It's a hot one, but I've got some background noise going on inside the house, and I wanted to make sure that didn't affect the messages getting out to you guys. So every week, every Monday, come to you, and a few of you have said, can I make it more consistent? So I'm going to try and do over lunch in between the 12 and 1 o'clock hour, if possible, or soon after, to create some serious consistency, because I want you guys to get the most out of the ways to solve your stress. Again, I am answering the questions that you all submitted to me that you would like me to go over and give you tips on solving stress, certain stressful situations that you're experiencing in your life. So we're going to do that every Monday right around lunchtime in this Solving Your Stress mini-series. And the overarching theme and overarching way that I deal with stress and the way that I learned is to detach, to prioritize, and execute. And if you're in the military or police, you might have heard those terms before. It's absolutely true. And what I mean by those three terms is, if you got stress coming up, you can feel it. Most of us feel our stress viscerally in different areas of our body. So if we can take a second and take a step back, that's the detach part. Take a breath, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, get up, move around. Whatever you do, that's the detach part, okay? Then prioritize. How is that stressful thing impacting what's currently going on, and what's the very next thing that you need to do to move through it? Okay, that's the prioritize part. And then the execute is actually doing the thing that you identified that you need to do, okay? So overarching theme for dealing with any kind of stress is detach, prioritize, and execute. And today's question, super interesting. Today's question is, I'm going to flip it around because it has to do with being late. This person is late to everything, and she says that it's because of stress. And how do I stop doing that, Sam? That's a question. And the short answer is stop doing it. I mean, I'm not trying to make fun or make light of it, but seriously, make the choice to stop being late. It definitely sounds like whatever the situation is that you're going to, so whatever the event is or the thing that you need to travel to, that sounds more to me that it's the anticipation and the stress of what might occur, which is causing you to get distracted and be delayed, and then you're rushing, and then you're all stressed out. So when you get there, you're not fully present, you're not intentional, you're not connected with the people because you feel bad about being late. And being late to stuff and rushing and speeding on the highways, that can only lead eventually to one thing, and that's bad. So what I can offer you is to just stop doing that. Build in the extra time. And you got to ask yourself, why are you becoming stressed about going to whatever the event is or the meeting? What is that stress about? Are you just generally nervous in social situations? Again, it comes down to detach, prioritize, and execute. So if you can answer the question, so I'm kind of going to throw this back on you to answer the question, what is making me stressed out about the situation in which I'm supposed to go into? What is it? And I really want you to identify this, and this goes for everything that anybody deals with. If you know there's a certain situation or certain people maybe that you're more stressed around, that's really what you want to take a step back and deal with right there and get some concrete strategy. So let's go with this situation. I am stressed out because I have to go and be social. Social situations stress me out, right? What is it? Is it because of crowds? You don't like, from PTS, so that is a common theme. I certainly have been there. There's still things, like yesterday I went to a baseball game and my husband commented about, how empty the stadium was. I'm like, I'm good with that. All right, so that can be the cause of stress. Now there's certain things that I do if I'm in a crowded place to bring my stress level down. And again, it all comes back to that detach, prioritize, and execute. I detach myself, I calm myself down. I tend to feel my stress like right here. And I do some breathing techniques and stuff like that to bring it down. And then I, again, prioritize what's the next thing I need to do. Whether it's step up to meet somebody, go introduce myself to somebody else, prioritize, and then execute. Go do it. And I find that that works. So you need to, one, stop being late. Just stop it right now. Stop. And you need to take a step back and figure out what about the situations, the meetings, the events are causing you the stress. And then you have to pinpoint and specifically deal with those certain things. I just gave you the example of huge crowds. Maybe it's people you've had disagreements with. That's cool. We've all been there. Detach, prioritize, and execute. So stress doesn't cause you to be late per se. It's the situations that are causing you the stress, that you build in the distractions to cause yourself to be stressed. Then you're rushing to get there, and that doesn't feel good. So stop it. That is my advice for you. Stop it. Just stop it. And I promise you'll live a lot happier if you stop that. Hey, if you guys have questions or anything around what I'm talking about today, please ask in the comments. If you want to build on this, you'd like me to expand anything, just comment below and I'll make sure to get to those for sure. So again, for today, overall arching theme, dealing with stress. Detach, prioritize, and execute. If you find yourself late all the time and you're blaming it on stress, I want you to stop it right now, because it's not that. You need to look at the situation that you're going into. Again, what is it? And you need to pick it apart and examine. Is it the people there? Is it too much overcrowding? What is it? And then deal with the specifics in bringing down your stress. And I gave you an example of how I deal with large crowds. So I'm like really moist, like in need of another shower now after I just took one. So this is Sam signing off from another another episode of Solving Your Stress mini series. Until next week, guys, go out this week and rock it. If you are needing any kind of services, please hit me up, sam@samanthahorwitz.com. You can reach out to me via email, or you can visit my website, which is just samanthahorwitz.com. Super easy. So until next time, Sam out.